Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. That's right, it's another episode of Median XL, but this time, of course, it's a new build. And I wouldn't say universally, because I did have some disagreement, but not much. I will be doing a holy melee Paladin for this build. It was almost unanimous. So, okay. So I have not played any of this new build. I know it got buffed quite a lot. Wait a sec. Okay. For some reason I was thinking, that, that was Blessed Life. And you move pretty slow. But then again, I was actually playing the throwing barb, and I will say I am playing version 1.1 and of 2017, I mean, and the throwing barb is definitely not as strong as it was prior to 1.1, but it still seems decent enough. It doesn't seem like it's been killed or anything. So, first thing I gotta talk about here is the innate skill of Vindicate. When I did the Lazy Paladin back last year, this was a curse that did more damage to stuff, and when you killed something, it gave you life regen. Here, it's just a buff. So I'm definitely going to be using Vindicate the same way I would use Bloodlust with the Boazon, Burning Veil with the Melee Necro, and Mark of the Wild as the Throwing Barbarian and the Elemental Tree Warden. So anyway, this build I have some uncertainty about how to progress through the game. And because I'm not sure how to invest my my stat points at the moment. But first skill anyway, Retaliate. As you can see here, it does 3/5 weapon damage, converts stuff to physical to magic, and gives a little bit of bonus magic based off base strength. There is a small problem with this in that you can't use it unless you're attacked by something, or so it would appear on the surface. But we will have a workaround for that. And unfortunately, even if you don't actually have the Retaliate Nova going on, you still waste mana. Okay, so Solar Flare. This, as you can see here, enables Retaliate without being struck, and disables non-dragon spells. I guess that means like Sacred Armor. Or maybe not Sacred Armor, but like Demiurge and stuff, I don't know. But one thing now as you can see, I don't have to actually get hit with something to use Retaliate while that's in effect. And in XVI and in the first version of Median 2017, I'm going to put base points into Dexterity just to raise attack rating a little bit. Actually, I shouldn't have done that. Whatever. Point is, I was gonna... Wait, what was I going? Oh yeah, that's right. This was only 5 seconds. In the first version, 2017, it was 6. But now, it lasts up to 10 seconds. And doesn't actually have a cooldown. So you can just use it and then use it a few seconds later. So you don't have to worry about the bonus from a Solar Flare running out. And I just realized that I'm not going to be able to activate that since I got the skill the skill shrine. Crap. I know the holy melee build certainly doesn't invest in energy, because that's a waste. I'm guessing for right now, the best idea would be to put as many points as possible into strength. Just for more bonus magic damage. Also, more just physical damage in general. Now, question here, which influence do I want? Do I want the dark side and have elemental pierce and reanimates? Or do I want this path with faster speed from Rapture and hoplites? I'm going to go with this path for now. And I will still have Vessel of Retribution on for a little bit more damage. I won't be using it very much in the late game, of course, but for right now I think it's a decent choice. And a good thing about Solar Flare here is that the character will actually turn black. So, at least you'll know when to reactivate Solar Flare. Also, I mentioned that I was using the throwing bar, but it's not as strong. I want to clarify, it's not unusable anymore, but like I said, the power difference is noticeable. So I guess I'm gonna put. I guess I'll S-Max Retaliate for right now. I don't know if I want to do that for the entire game or not. So yeah, obviously the Retaliate Nova pushes stuff away. I could see now, even if you're a beginner, you could probably see how that would be extremely useful. So anyway, what level am I? 6. Okay. And Den of Evil cleared with no trouble. Very good.
My duty here is done.
Oh. Okay. So here's a question. I'm not actually sure what weapon to be using here. As I actually looked on the tiered uniques page, and none of the Paladin spears really jive well with me. I'm thinking of using tier unique Hand of God, but that has a massive strength requirement. It's like 860 something. I think it's like 835 or some crap at tier 6. There's no way I can hold that thing at level 53. But at the same time, it seems to be pretty excellent. So I'm not actually sure what to go with for the weapon. Plus the attack speed was a bit shitty, but that's why I have Rapture here. Because Rapture will offset that, at least to some extent. I think I'm at a point where I could put this on players 8. Also, once I level up again, I'll look at Divine Judgment, because I know for a fact that that thing has been buffed. It was pretty shitty, according to pretty much everybody. And I tried it myself, and it is not exactly as good as it should be. And can we please? Yeah, the lack of mana is going to be a problem until I hit level 12-ish, I guess. The solar flare does take a fair bit. So, make that A, and I guess I'll make this D. And I'm noticing that Vindicate's whoa, that seems actually pretty powerful. Oh, geez. Okay, so yeah, Divine Judgment is definitely more powerful than it was prior to 1.1. I'm not going to bother with any of this shit except for this. But we'll get to that when the time comes. Right now... yeah, that seems really OP at the moment. Also, how much magic? Mana, I mean, okay, 8 as opposed to 10. Screw it. Oh, and I don't even need, I don't even need to use, solar flare to make that work. Yeah, that... okay, so... what I'm seeing from this is I probably want to use Divine Judgment as a single target killer and retaliate everywhere else.
This holy place has been desecrated.
And retaliate will definitely be shining once I get some elemental damage up and running. Which will be before too long, actually, so I can't complain too much right now. I'm just gonna beat these giant spiders and undead up. And I did notice something. I did notice a change that is completely fucking awesome. One that I approve of 100%. Okay, remember... okay, well, one, you'll notice that the graveyard is back to, or the burial grounds, is back to the way it was in, the vanilla Diablo 2. I don't really mind the way it looked in XVI and, the first incarnation of 2017, but... yeah, I don't mind it being changed back either. So... and... you dead? Okay, you dead. Anyway, for this awesome change, if I could ever show it off. Blood Raven... okay. Still has a long... oh, fuck's sake. If I could ever show this off. Okay. You know how I've always bitched about the stupidly long, health bars, and you wouldn't be able to even see your own health, your enemy's chance to hit you? Well, you just seen there that that is no longer the case. You can fully see what their chance to hit you is. And I approve of that 100%. That is a change that definitely needed to be made. And I'm just gonna spam Divine Judgment on your ass. This still isn't as powerful as Buckshot was in XVI, but I'm not complaining too much, because Buckshot was really OP as a level 1 skill. But I do miss Buckshot, though. I wish that hadn't been removed. There's a reason I'm not worried about attack rating right now.
Sisters, there was no other way.
So yeah, 15 minutes into the video, and I've already cleared first 2 acts of the game. Actually, hold on. I want to look at this, because... Okay, so the mausoleum and the crypt are restored to their the vanilla maps. But I am going to look in here and see what new monsters might exist. Because there was a super unique in here in the... I think it was in here, in the vanilla D2. And I know that's going to be replaced by something, because for the most part, skeletons don't really exist yet. Or at all. Or at least not at this part of the game, they don't. So... I think it was the crypt that was replaced with the Kingdom of Shadow, but that and the other one, which is where Astrogha was, have been moved to different places. I will one day show that off, but certainly not in a couple weeks once I hit Destruction difficulty and start getting some sacred items. And I guess I'll pick up an L rune, why the hell not? Defiler. Puke Rat the Unclean. Okay, so it was this one that had the, Okay, so obviously Cursed is a modifier. Also, I need to learn to have Vessel of Retribution active. Alright, level 12. Alright. Plague. Absolve the wicked with holy contagion. Basically, this gives poison damage. And everything that retaliate Nova hits will be poisoned. And yeah. More hard points means more poison damage. I am going to invest a point in each of these trees in case for hoplites. Not because I want them to tank per se, but I do want something to, I do want some meat shields, because I know that's going to be important for some parts of the game. As most of you guys probably already know as well. I'm not going to clear out this whole place. I just wanted a quick peek and see what was in there. I'm also going to do the same for the mausoleum. Just for the hell of it. Oops. Well, so much for skeletons don't really exist at this point in the game. I was immediately made to look like an ass. But that's fine. See, I'm not actually sure what, I'm not actually sure of what weapon to use with this build at this point in the game. Body armor, I'm gonna go with... Most of the items I'm gonna be using will be, pretty cookie cutter, honestly. I'll still have my, Jetons, Deadfall, you know, all the standard stuff that every melee character should be using. Not sure about the helmet, though. Well, good to know you guys are still assholes. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna have to count this up real fast. Hold on one quick second. Well, oh god, don't tell me. Don't tell me I'm gonna die to random ice bats in a random tomb somewhere. Okay, come on now. Alright. Now, Is the gold treasure chest in here? Yes, it is. Doom Bang. That sounds like the name of a unique, not a super unique, but I'm gonna assume it's a super unique because champion enemies with random names, as far as I know, don't really exist in median, unless that's been changed. And of course, it's locked. So now, who do I talk to for... Oh, yeah. You. Okay. I am curious to see what's in this treasure chest. Even if it's probably not going to be any good. Yeah. Like I said, probably not going to be any good. And you will not talk to me about saving Deckard Cain, but that's fine. Rapture. Vessel of Judgment. Or, I mean, Retribution. And how... Yeah. I hate that that only lasts 30 seconds. I'm gonna have to put more points in that. And... Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then... Okay. I'm mentally thinking how I want to use my skill points, because I'm going to have to max that. Max this. Possibly max that, or I might just put leftovers in it. I don't actually know. But yeah, Rapture just improves overall speed. Is it overall speed or just attack and move? Attack, movement, velocity. Yeah, I'd consider that overall speed. Why am I running over here? I'm just gonna run away. Avoid all the garbage for right now. Now, keep in mind, this is on Players 8, where enemies are bulky as hell and made to be real strong. Imagine this on Players 1. All these guys would definitely be dead. Like, there'd be no arguing that. And... nothing. Now... Oh, Jesus. No, don't kill me. I don't want to die until I'm ready to die. Which sounds ridiculous, but there is a part in the game where, or in this segment where I won't mind dying to show off probably the best thing of Medium 2017 1.1, and hey, I already got a Signet of Experience, okay. No complaints there. What time? Okay, level 15. Yeah, sure, I'll put the 2 points in Rapture, just to make it last longer. And obviously I'm not bothering with, hard points in VOR. This is not a variant of the Lazy Den, which is dead, by the way. That build is completely shot. I think I've mentioned that before, but it bears repeating. And are you dead? Yep, you guys are dead. Hi, Cave Snapper. I dare you to try and get me. Okay, I'm not sure that actually did anything. I need to learn how I can tell when Rapture is active and when it's not. Because I realize I'm activating my buffs way too often. But I don't actually know when when to reactivate them as of now. Yeah, you're so screwed. I know Solar Flare, but I'm gonna have to learn the others. Well, I thought I was going to have to go back to Players 1 to deal with the Cave Snappers, but that's most certainly not the case. From what I've heard, this build needed a buff, and from the looks of things, it certainly got a buff. Now, granted, Plague is an awesome help here. I mean, that's just obvious. And come on. Yeah, get wrecked. Okay. So, what's that? Okay. Hey, wait a minute. How come the character isn't black? Okay. There is actually another reason why I'm thinking I should just invest max strength and nothing else for this build, outside of just retaliate does bonus magic damage based off strength. There is another reason, which I'll be showing that off once I get to level 18. And anyone who's played a holy build before, well, specifically a holy melee one, will understand why. And 4 cave snappers, all dead. Now I'm rolling in the dough. And I don't care about using this on other units. I don't care at all. Yeah, still not a fan of Vindicate being only 30 seconds long. I would like if that were to become longer than 30 seconds. And I definitely don't need VOR reactivated. I see. So Wrathraven's been replaced by more trees, basically. Skull Crusher. I still love being able to actually see what their fucking chance to hit me is, even though that doesn't really apply here, but whatever.
This tree bristles with magic.
And hello, Akara. Let's see, so nothing here is worth investing, and that doesn't do anything. Hard points and that don't do nothing, so screw that. And these are caster spells, so fuck that. Stony Field. And here's where we're gonna get our first death. Not inside of it, but just in general. Okay, so that little puff of smoke means Rapture's active, and VOR is that stuff. And let's see. See how this works. Yeah. Plague alone is definitely enough to handle this part of the game. I realize once I get to Act 3 and start dealing with stuff immune to immune to elements, then that's gonna change, but yeah, so far Plague can can take stuff on by itself. And hello, Wirt's body. I'll just pick up your gold, because I don't care to enter the cow level right now. That's another thing. I read through the 1.1 changes. Not that I'm going to be doing a video on that, because there's literally no reason for that. But Bull Prince Rodeo is always guaranteed to spawn inside of the cow level from now on. But I don't know if you can still Dark Summon him. So, anyway, you are a strong single target that needs Divine Judgment. I still love being able to actually see that. So, I'm fine with the long names, as long as I can see the long health bars. As long as I can see their chance to hit me, like I said. And you're dead. And now I'm going to have to buy an Oil of Craft to see what's in there.
Deckard Cain, leave quickly.
Now, where might you be? Where might you be? Wait, hold on now. What the fuck? Wait, do I have to clear the map? Okay, they're supposed to... Yeah, I don't want to spoil this, but if I don't find it here, I might have to. What is this? What the fuck? Wait, is this? Oh, here we go. Yeah, the Butcher's Lair. Yup, sure is a bunch of dead corpses. That sure is the Butcher, just here. Sure does have 95% chance to hit me. I sure did just get one-shotted there. Yup. Bullshit corpse retrieval is a thing of the past. I have bitched about it long enough, and I can finally stop bitching about that. You have no idea how happy I was when I found that out. So anyway, you will give me an Oil of Craft. Oh shit. Yeah, I'll have to go back there and get my gold. I did not think that out very well, but that's fine. I don't know why I'm activating my buffs. I'm going to end the segment, but I do have to get my gold back. Okay, so it's this one, the big square one. Also, it could just be me, but I think the Butcher is actually slower. And yeah, give me some poison resist, I guess. Yep. Give me that. And let's see what I get.
Hello. Good day. Let's deal, my friend.
Okay. Auto de Fe. Skull Lord. Fuck, I forgot about that. I might have to, oh man, I might have to, invest some points in dexterity just to wear some stuff. I'm not gonna go with these items. I'm not going to really go with this either, but this is better than what I was using, so... Is it? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's fast enough. Okay, so... That was the end of the... This is the end of the segment, then, I guess, so... I'll see you next time for more 1.1 action.